So you mentioned you were selected by Merrill Lynch to travel the country and train financial advisors. Do you have any advice for advisors listening in on how to grow?
Yes, I do. Balance, I think, is the key to growth. And most of the time, when people think of balance, they think about doing all these things that are important in their life and how to fit them all in. But I think that if you wish to grow your practice, you really have to ask yourself what timeline you're working on to achieve that sense of balance in your life. And by timeline, I mean, can you achieve balance every 5 minutes? So that would mean like 7 seconds for sleep, 2 seconds with your family, a minute at work, so many seconds with friends. Obviously, this timeline makes no sense. Balancing every 5 minutes doesn't work at all. But people do try to balance their lives on a daily or a weekly basis as if that timeline is the right one. And I'm suggesting that if you're seeking to balance your life on a short timeline, like a week or a day, it's going to be very hard to grow your practice. And I'm asking you, how did you come to seek balance on a weekly basis? Did you actively, consciously choose it? Because this really is a Western perspective, and people kind of just slip into it like, oh, it's the week, this is the work week. But it has a lot of flaws. And the main flaw is that you give up on the joy of focusing on something fulfilling, becoming an expert at that particular focus. You don't get to really try to grow because in place of that focus, you have the juggle, keeping a lot of balls in the air on a short timeline of 1 day or 7 days. Olympic athletes are not living balanced lives. Fortune 500 CEOs, military generals, most successful business owners, they all fall in this category of not tracking with this modern concept of balance. I suggest that short term balance is a path to mediocrity. And the more you focus on balancing all the balls on a weekly basis or a daily basis, the less you can really dig in to one or two areas of your life and meaningfully challenge yourself. If you focus your attention on bringing in new business and being a rainmaker, you don't just increase your financial success, you'll also find meaningful purpose from doing good for your fellow man. And there's happiness that comes with that. But I think a lot of times we feel like balance is the only path. This modern idea of balance is the only path to happiness. For those of you that are listening that are willing to ditch the do it all every single day or every single week mentality, I applaud you.